The other day my daughter brought me this pink microphone of hers and said, "Dad, please can you change the batteries on this thing? It's not working anymore." So I opened it up. The trouble was it's been left outside, it's been neglected. So when I did that, I saw it was completely rusted inside. It's never going to work again. To be honest, she was pretty sad. I was a little glad. Parents, you get me on that. But it did get me thinking how when we neglect things, the insides can waste away, even though things look okay on the outside. During this lockdown season, there's some things that I've neglected, and perhaps you have too. I'm not talking about the things that don't really matter, like the ironing and the lawn. I mean the things that matter when we neglect ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Physically, we can eat the things that we shouldn't and exercise less than we should. Emotionally, we can bottle things up and we can choose to escape. And mentally, we can fill our minds with a lot of negativity. And spiritually, we can just become overwhelmed and distracted, so we stop leaning into the presence of God where we find true refreshment. The good news is that each of us are just one decision away from reversing the rust. The word repent in the Bible literally means to change direction. And because of Jesus' finished work on the cross, we can come boldly into God's presence and ask for help. And I honestly believe that when we call out to Him for help, He is ready to help us. However far gone you may think you are, God is there. So I have a question for you. What is it that you've neglected in this last season? Maybe you can be a little bit vulnerable and pop it in the comment section below. Because the thing is, we're in this together, but with God's help and together, we can see a change in our lives. We're not too far gone. We're never too far gone. We can reverse the rust and change the effects of neglect and take care of what matters most. And could you imagine what a difference we would make, what an impact that could have on the world around us? So be encouraged. Let's call out for God's help where we need it most, and let's change the effects of neglect and reverse the rust.